Hello people, and welcome to the mod overview for More Explosive by Nikolai, the Epic Genius. Now there's quite a bit to cover in this mod overview, so I'll try and go through it all in as much depth as I can. First things first is oil. Oil is rather important with this mod. How you get oil is either by mining coal ore, it'll drop from there sometimes, or you can take 5 coal, craft it as such, and get 5 oil. So it's nice 1-to-1. Now oil is needed for plastic. Now plastic is used for almost all the recipes in this mod. The way you get plastic is by taking oil and slime balls to get 10, or oil and sugar to get 4. Now, sugar's a lot easier to get than slime balls, but it will require quite a bit more oil. The first explosive we're working with is C4. C4 is the most basic explosive in this mod. It is used for a lot of other recipes. C4 is about 3 times as powerful as TNT, and you craft it with 1 TNT and 4 plastic. That will get you 1 C4 explosive. You can then take that C4 explosive and turn it into bundled C4. Now, 8 C4 explosives and 1 string will get you a bundled C4. You can take C4 and also craft it into a lava bomb. Lava bomb is made with 5 C4 explosives and 4 netherrack to get you 1 lava bomb. There's also the tunneling explosive that is crafted with 5 stone and 4 C4 to get you 1 tunneling explosive. And then there's the time bomb, the last of the C4 explosives. That one is made with 4 C4 and 4 redstone repeaters to get you 1 time bomb. Next we have a couple of traps, if you will. We have the landmine, which is made with 3 pressure plates and 3 TNT to get you 6 landmines. And then we have the anti-personnel mines. They're made with 1 landmine and 5 arrows. That will get you 1 anti-personnel mine that you can use to keep people out of your house or just be a jerk in general. Next on the list are bombs. We have the standard bomb here. It is made with 8 iron and 1 TNT. Get you 6 bombs. They're just thrown and they explode. We also have smoke bombs. They all have the same recipe, but with a different core. They all have 4 gunpowder and 4 sugar, and with a different core depending on the color. We have white bone meal, blue lapis, ink sac, dandelion, rose, and cactus as different cores you can have for the different colors. Next we have det cord. Det cord is made with 6 plastic and 3 TNT. That'll get you 64 det cord, so it's actually a pretty efficient recipe. We also have fireworks. Fireworks are made with 7 obsidian and 1 gunpowder. That'll get you 1 fireworks. And then next we have the explosive diffuser and remote detonator. Now the explosive diffuser is 2 iron and a redstone, and the remote detonator is an explosive diffuser and a button. Last but certainly not least is the nuclear explosive. The nuclear explosive is made with 9 TNT, and that will get you 1 nuclear explosive. Now, the nuclear explosive is about 25 times more powerful than TNT, so it is to be handled with care and is a lot of fun. Now that we're done going over all the various recipes associated with this mod, we can actually start doing the fun stuff and start blowing stuff up. First thing we're going to be blowing up is the C4 explosive. So what I've built here is, or what we have here, is a big square block of stone, and inside I put a single C4, just to get an idea of how destructive it is. So let's go ahead and push the button and get this started. Now, it does do a pretty good-sized explosion. Said it's about 3 times as powerful as TNT, so it is a pretty good basic explosive. Next on the list is not a chicken, but rather bundled C4. Now this is the 9 C4 that we put together. Now it's quite a bit more powerful than regular C4, so I didn't even bother building a box. It would just be gone. So here we go. Now it splits up into 9 C4 and then proceeds to detonate. As you can see, it is quite a fun little toy. It will wreak pretty widespread havoc. I mean, it spreads the C4 perfectly to maximize those 9 C4, so it's definitely a much better option than just plain C4. Alright, next is the lava bomb. Now it is a bomb full of lava. Very surprising. Now let's just set it off because that describes it the best in pig move as to what it does. And I probably will lag. And there we go. It makes lava and pork chops. It does actually explode. Let's see if I can show this to you. So it does destroy ground. It's really hard to see here because of the lava. But just take my word for it. There's an explosion so that the ground underneath the lava does actually get destroyed. It doesn't just produce lava. But it does produce a lot of lava. Next, we have the the tunneling explosive. Now, when you place this, it always faces the direction you're facing. So always point towards where you want the tunnel dug, and then place. Now let's just set this off to show you what it does. As you can see, it makes a tunnel. A rather long tunnel at that. This is the maximum range. I did measure it out. It will go this distance. And it does cut out a perfectly square tunnel. So it is extremely useful if you just want to dig through a mountain and can't be bothered to break your picks to do so. Alright, next we have the time bomb. Now it is very straightforward, so I'm just going to show you. You right click on it to open up the user interface, and you can set a time that it will detonate. Let's go for 10 seconds. As you can see, it counts down. Now, back away. It is bigger than the standard C4, so you do get quite a bit of bang for your buck. And, as you can see, it will tell you down here that your bomb has detonated. So it's very useful. I mean, the maximum time is 30 minutes, so if you just wanted to, I don't know, put it down and forget about it for a while, then so be it. There you go. But that's the time bomb. Alright, next we have the landmine. That would be that little inconspicuous bugger right there. Now, in order to demonstrate this, I'm going to get my assistant, Paul the pig zombie. If Paul will... Oh yes, it is on peaceful. 1 second. There we go. There you go, Paul. Now, let's kind of motivate him. And let me show you how this works. It is about the power of TNT. So it is good size explosion. And it hurts, as the rotting flesh proclaims. It's pretty straightforward, pretty basic. Alright, the next one is the anti-personnel mine. It looks exactly the same as the landmine, which can be kind of confusing. But let's go ahead and get Paul back out here, so we can show you what's going on. Now, I will lag for this one. Just a forewarning. So, motivate Paul here. Hey. or not. Let's try this again. And here's the lag. And that is why. This is a bit of an overkill item. It causes the explosion of a TNT in combined with too many arrows to count. In my opinion, again, overkill. Beyond overkill. But it is entertaining, to say the least. So if you want to really kill something dead, I'm sure this would take care of it. Next are the bombs and the smoke bombs, and I decided that I'm going to play a little basket bomb. It's just too perfectly shaped not to. So let's get it started here. And you just, and I suck. You just throw the bombs with right click, and they make a pretty good sized explosion. So keep that in mind. They don't throw very far, but they do explode really big, so be ready for that. So let's try again. And I really suck. But they do bounce a lot, so you can bounce them away from yourself. Now, since I suck at that, let's try something else. Next we have smoke bombs. Now, for some reason they do cause me to lag, and I'm sure it's probably pretty common. But you just throw them out, and then they make particles. Lag particles. Lots of them. And yep, still lagging. Alright, so that's starting to die down. And they're not even going to bother throwing the other ones. There's no reason to lag forever. But there are all the different colors. You just throw them with right click, they roll for a while, they explode into shiny particles, which may or may not cause you to lag. Next, we have the detcord. Well, detcord and the remote detonator. Now, detcord doesn't explode very big, but it does explode very fast, as such. So it's a very quick explosion, no countdown, no nothing. Now, because of that, it does not get flung around by explosives. So you can string them up like this and actually just make a line of explosions. Like so. So they're very useful for digging, tunneling, whatever you may be doing. And now that brings me to the remote detonator. Now this is a lot of fun. You hold it and then you right click and you can choose to detonate all landmines, detcord, or time bombs. And since we have detcord here, let's hit the detcord button. And there you go. Alright, now that the sun has set, it is time to show you fireworks. Now fireworks are set off with redstone, such as this, and they fire up a firework that then detonates. Now, you can do more than one, that's just the one. You can do 3 like this, and it'll make a bit of a bigger explosion. Or you can go crazy and do this. Now, with this, you can probably do all sorts of fun things, try and write your name in the sky or what have you. Alright, last but certainly not least is the nuke. Now, that is detcord next to there, so we can detonate this remotely. So let's get in the air and kind of take a couple steps back here. Alright, let's go ahead and set this off. And there it goes. Now, go ahead and let the chunks kind of load here and take a look at the devastation. Now, that is the effect of a nuke. It blows a nice, oddly shaped hole in the ground, and it is good for just generally ripping things to pieces. Now, this has been a mod overview for the More Explosives mods by Nikolai, the Epic Genius.